areas. He has touched on matters to do with health. He has said that health is the system that they have come up with is one that is going, once it is implemented fully, will solve all the issues to do with the healthcare in this country. What do you make about the health, the response by President on matters to do with health and also the education funding? I remember there is a day that you raised an issue to do with the universities, and he has said that they found the universities struggling.
Let me start with the Adani, then I come to the health and education and say that the issue of Adani is a very unfortunate situation in Kenya today, that we had to wait for America to indict and to cite Adani for corruption and bribery claims. And of course, all of us understand that with Adani being cited and indicted in America on the basis of bribery and corruption cases, it is technically impossible for Kenya to continue dealing with Adani. And so today what has happened in Kenya is just a response to what has been done in America. And so we cannot sit down here and clap for ourselves to say that we have listened to the ground or to have listened to the people, because we are only responding or reacting to what is happening abroad. Because we know very well, if as a country we continue now dealing with Adani, then the Bretton Woods institutions like IMF and World Bank would be cutting off any support and any partnership that we are having with them today. And of course, you know, with the coming of Trump, it's expected that we are expected to also be a little bit more forthright in how we deal in these matters. And so I want to say that we as members of parliament, I want to challenge the members of parliament, my colleagues, because it can't be that whenever the president says that something is bad, then we say it is bad. When he says it is good, then we say it is good. I mean, it makes us look very bad, like we do not have a voice of our own. And that is why I want to challenge parliament today, that we must change our ways, and what is not good, we must say it is not good. And because our role is to oversight, and oversighting doesn't necessarily mean opposition, because that is how things are being taken these days. But I must say that I'm on record having condemned that whole arrangement of the Adani deal. The issue of SHA, I want to say that is the whole system is a system, if properly implemented, can help our country. And as I challenge the people of the Republic of Kenya actually to register. But again, I also want to put it very clearly that we have issues that are also not working well with the SHA and the SHIF arrangement. Because first, we have invested so much money on the system, drawing money from the core areas, which is healthcare, into addressing the issue of the system, which is not what we passed in the parliament. And that is now where my problem begins with the issue of SHA. It's actually said that the system we are using has not properly been tested before, and we are doing the test on the run. And that is why we have very serious transition issues. And so as much as we are releasing the monies without a proper arrangement on how this money is being taken to the correct institutions, then we can be sure of corrupt practices along the way. And so I want to say that as parliament, we must again oversight this system even in a more deeper manner. Because as we are talking now, it is not serving our republic in the way it should. Because there are so many people today who are being asked to pay cash money instead of having proper system of refund from the SHA and SHIF in their health system. On the issue of education and funding program, we have a challenge because many university students were either put in band 4 and 5, and some of them are very needy and they needed to be in band 1, 2 or 3. And for that reason, some of them have not yet reported to the universities. And so as members of parliament, we must call it as it is. We must say where the problem is. And I want to say, if we have to properly address the issues of university funding, then we must ensure that all the people are in band 1, 2 and 3. And we should not have any person who is in band 4 or 5. Because in that regard, we are disenfranchising most of the university students who ought to have proceeded with their university studies without much problems. But today, we have so many of them at home.
Right. Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa John Kaguchia from Mokorene. Of course, you have highlighted so many issues, and we'll be keen to see how